since your first time. Open up and let your heart flow. Yeah, to be different, show them how it go. Of course they gon' hate, that's a part of life. But that's when you really know you're doing right. You like to keep it classy, you don't let the fight. Just kidding them with the six.
Hello, water signs, and welcome to my channel, Moon Prince Tarot. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you're new here, definitely leave a like and subscribe to my channel. If these messages resonate, you can also book a personal reading with me on Instagram at moon.prince or at Prince Tarot. The links will be in the description below. So yeah, this is going to be your love reading for the month of December for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So let's get right into it. I pulled a couple of oracle cards before we start, so to get into the reading, set the tone. We have the zebra, which is a fire element, and we have the buffalo, which is earth element. Zebra is about standing out, being your own person, also being very cultured, very young at heart. It could also indicate travel. And then we have the buffalo, which is overcoming obstacles, but also seeing those obstacles and challenges as opportunity to to better your life or better your circumstances. So it's kind of like, I get the feeling that you're putting yourself out there in the face of adversity somehow, like you're showing up as your authentic self, being unapologetic about who you are and the things that you've went through and the things that you overcome, because that's what made you who you are today, right? And you're allowing yourself to show your stripes, right? Show your uniqueness, show your stripes, show and express the things that you've been through, but not looking like it. Also, zebras can represent like someone who is ahead of their time when it comes to fashion or just like culture in general. So that could be something that you're into. You could be dealing with a fire sign or earth sign here with these two cards, oracle cards that came out. But let's get into the tarot and see what comes out for you guys. Love messages from my Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Love messages. I kind of get the feeling that Cancer is going through something, or like you could be a Cancer watching, obviously, because it's a water sign video, or you could be dealing with another water sign. You could be dealing with a Cancer, or if you're a Cancer, dealing with another Cancer. Or Cancers just could be going through it as far as like love or connections. Love doesn't necessarily have to be about romance too. It could be about friendships as well. Starting off, we have the Three of Pentacles, so collaborations, talks of working together with people, coming up with a plan, building something, starting to build something sustainable. So you could be building something with somebody new, continuing to slowly build and work on a connection with the person that you're currently connected to. We have the Magician and we have the Knight of Cups. So this is like having everything you need to make this relationship or this connection stable. Or there's everything there, like the groundwork is there to build this relationship or build this connection. With the with the Knight of Cups here, this is somebody that's coming in, or if you're single, this is someone coming in who is authentic and passionate, very emotionally open. They're willing to give you their cup, willing to get to know you. Knight of Cups is also my apology card as well, to some degree. The Page of Pentacles is, the Page of Cups is my apology card, and mostly, but the Knight of Cups can also represent that for me. So somebody could be coming in with an apology or something like that. If you're not in contact with this person, but this is more so saying that this connection, if you are connecting or if you're in a relationship with someone, you're starting to build and grow on this relationship, more so like something new, more than that, something new that has already been kind of established, but you're still kind of like laying the foundation of getting to know each other, kind of thing. There's everything here with the Magician. Like, he has all the elements at his disposal here, so he has everything he needs with the Pentacle, the Sword, the Wand, and the Cup. like you have the emotional maturity and stability, or emotional capacity to deal with this person, or to just be in a relationship in general. The Pentacle, like you have the stability, or you have the um what can you call it, like you have the resources, to make that work. You have the Wand, which is about passion, so it's like we have the passion there, passion and the creativity. It could be a creative relationship as well. You have the creativity there, spontaneousness in it. And you have the Sword, which is about um your communication. So you have the communication skills, you have the mental capacity to understand and to want to listen, and build and work on this connection, work with each other kind of situation here. So this is, and in Knight of Cups, just being very emotionally open. Okay, cool. So we have the Seven of Cups. For some of you, there could be some confusion about where things are heading. For others of you, it just could be having options. Like you are talking to this person, you're building this relationship, this connection with this person, but you also have like work or your career or like other priorities that's kind of like pulling you other ways, because you have Seven Cups here. Usually it's like everything that glitters isn't gold kind of situation. So it's like you have to so essentially you're picking a cup, and it's like you have to choose wisely about which cup you're picking, you're going to pick or drink from. So I get a majority of you probably just have a lot of other things that's going on aside from this connection, and some of you are maybe having some kind of confusion about the connection, about, like I said, where is it going, where is it leading you, how are we building it, how long is this going to be able to be sustainable, which is all normal questions to have. It's just don't let that rule your emotions, because cups are emotions, right? So don't let that control your emotion, your emotional state, your mental state. Let's see what else comes out here. Love messages. We have Four of Cups. Okay. Taking an interesting turn here. Not really being sure about what's being offered. Again, like there's something here where it's like you're questioning maybe the stability or the validity of the relationship. You go from, so there's the Seven and the Four of Cups here. Between that would be a Three of Cups, which is like more connections, happy, like being connected with friends, like minds and stuff like that. There could be issues with friends for some reason. For some of you, it could be issues with like just your friends in general, like friendship group, and like connecting and like collaborating, coming up with like ideas with friends, like where to go, what to do kind of situation there. For some of you, it could be more so whatever you see that is being offered to you from this connection, you're kind of like not really wanting to look at it or accept it. It could be something that you're overlooking, or not overlooking. It could be something that you're kind of like turning a blind eye to in this relationship or in this connection for some of you. And for some of you other people out here, there is a like the connection that the person that you're connecting with, right? Like I said, there was a few options that you have aside from this connection, this relationship, and it's like maybe there's something that's being offered to you that's not necessarily a part of the relationship, like it's like a business venture, or like a promotion or something like that. Something is being offered to you. There's a cup being offered to you, but you're not sure if you want to take it or not, and maybe it's because you don't know how it's going to affect the stability of the relationship, or just or if what the person is actually offering you is going to be stable within itself. Oh yeah, so the High Priestess also came out here. So this is about just sitting still, not reacting, just watching, not absorbing, but observing. And that's underneath the Three of Pentacles. It could be something that this could just be the relationship that you're working on in general, right? You're working on this connection, you're building this foundation with this person, and you're kind of just waiting and watching just to see where things go. Like, you're not necessarily going to make a decision yet, which kind of is what I was saying. Like, there's something that's being offered to you, you're not really going to take it, but there's options involved here. So it's like there's something that you're just kind of just going to keep quiet on. Maybe it's a promotion, or like I said, something being offered to you outside of the relationship, and you're kind of like keeping it quiet. Like, you're not telling this other person that like this opportunity may mean that you need to move, or like go to another city for not move further away, maybe move further away to another city, another state, or something like that, or maybe in another country. Like I said, you have the zebra card, which can represent like it represents going abroad and traveling. Is part of the meaning of the zebra card. And then I said it was a page of cups. That's my apology card. So, and that's underneath the magician. Maybe there's, oh, okay. So maybe for some of you out here, there's a connection that you're not so sure about, and maybe something happened in the past between you guys. We have to see what else comes out, but maybe they're apologizing about something that they did. It could be something small, it could be something big. To me, it doesn't seem like it's too big, but it's something that kind of like rattled your it rattled the way about how you feel about the connection in general. Like, oh, I don't think this is gonna work. Like, somebody, like, you saw something emotional in someone, and it kind of like made you take a step back and kind of like ponder, like, is this what I really want? Do I really want to deal with this? Page of Cups is also a creative card, and I did say that zebra is part of creativity as well. So and I said it could be a creative relationship as well too. Page of Cups is the artist card, so you could be an artist, or they could be an artist, and it just could be something where it's like maybe you or their art, your art or their creativity or their passion is pulling them in another direction, where it's like they want to be in this connection, but it's like they are really passionate about like whatever it is that they're working towards, or something like that. Oh my god, literally. What did I just say? Like, there's something that they're passionate about that they're working towards. With the Eight of Pentacles, it could also just be working hard. It's about hard work, but it'd be just be working hard on the relationship, working hard on this connection. It's underneath the Page of Cups. So this is somebody that's willing to work hard for your love and for your connection. This is, yeah, like, I really feel like a majority of you are just dealing with a connection or a person or whatever, where it's like you're working on it, you're working on this foundation, and it's like they're committed to you emotionally, they really are into you, but there's just other commitments that they have, or that you have, right? That you're kind of just going with the flow with the High Priestess, just letting things, just passively observing things, letting things happen as they happen, right? And not really attaching yourself to it, but just observing the connection and just seeing where it goes. But this person, you or this person, is really willing to work hard for your connection, or has been working hard. And then, like I said, for some of you, there's other like things where there are opportunities that's being offered to you where it's like it has to do with work or your career, and it's pulling you in a different direction, and it's like you're working hard for your career or for your work, able to have a stable relationship, so that way you can be stable for yourself first, and then be stable for the other person as well. But this is more so about yourself with the Eight of Pentacles here. If you're working or have a career or something that you're passionate about, it's like you're working on the stability for yourself before. It could be about like you want this relationship, you want this connection, you want this person to be in your life. You may not necessarily really be in like a partnership relationship, like officially or exclusively, but like you really want to get yourself together before you really go all in on this connection. Like, you're emotionally invested in it. Like, you're open, or they're open, right? But it's like either you or them, or really wanting to put your stability first before really just jumping into a relationship. Oh shit. And then the Wheel of Fortune. See, I'm like talking and then I'm like pull cards and I'm just like not talking about it. But Wheel of Fortune and Two of Cups. So like I said, like there's they're like literally working on turning the wheel for themselves here. And then Two of Cups is connecting, making a choice, filling each other's cup, being intertwined right there, right, with the two snakes being intertwined. It's like they're working hard for themselves so that way they can have this stable, equally yoked relationship. Wheel of Fortune is underneath the Seven of Cups, so it's like all these options, but like whatever you choose is going to turn the wheel forward, and it's going to be it's going to be positive with whichever you choose. It's going to work out in your favor. When it comes down to like making a choice, whether it's like to focus on a relationship or focus on your career a little bit more, you know, and not necessarily putting the connection on the back burner, but like, okay, look, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing this for myself, but this is also ultimately going to work for us as well, right? Having that kind of conversation. You're trying to turn the wheel for yourself so that way you guys can have this relationship, this connection here. So, and that's, and the Two of Cups is underneath the Four of Cups. So it's like I said, you're emotionally invested in this thing. It's just like something else is wanting your attention, or you want to, or it's like you want to also not necessarily have options, but it's like you have options outside of the relationship where it's like other commitments, like I said, not necessarily other people or anything like that. You are the other person. Take how it resonates. Seven of Wands came out, so you're feeling defensive. This is underneath the Three of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Not necessarily defensive. I won't say defensive. Maybe for some of you, you're feeling defensive. Like I said, with that scenario where it's like, you're not really sure about where the connection is going, and you're kind of like just waiting and watching to see, but you're also kind of like just waiting for something kind of situation, like you're just waiting for something, or like you're feeling defensive about it. But Seven of Wands is also about just being on top of your shit. Being on top of your shit. Also, back to the thing where I was saying, like, maybe you have issues with friends. Maybe you're feeling defensive towards about... You're feeling defensive. Maybe your friends don't really approve of the relationship, or maybe they have a lot to say about the relationship, or like or about the person that you're dating, or about you dating someone specific. But and you're just kind of feeling defensive about it. But that's like not really for a lot of you. It could be for like one or two of you. But it's just more so about you guys are just being on top of your shit. On top of your shit with like your career and in your relationship. So it's like maybe you feel like you're being spread thin in a sense, but like, or you might have to spread yourself thin to be able to spread yourself thin to be able to have this Ten of Pentacles connection. Like you're working on your, like I was saying, you're working hard for your stability. Ten of Pentacles is generational wealth. Like this is also about having like family as well too. Yeah, there's stability within this relationship. There's like a potential for stability here. It's just whatever you're choosing to focus on will flourish. Whatever you do choose to focus on will flourish. There's ultimately stability here. Ultimate stability. Generational wealth when it comes to that. So it's like you're working on your legacy. Like you're working on like the things that you are passionate about. You're working on your legacy with the Ten of Pentacles, which is underneath the Page of Cups and the Magician. So this could be about following your creative passions. You have everything you need to go after your creative passions, your creative ideas and endeavors, and it's going to lead to this Ten of Pentacles for you. Like it's going to essentially make you money. And it's like maybe there's something that you're currently working on that's like you're not necessarily finished with, but once you're finished and you put it out there, you'll start to see the rewards from that. And then that'll ultimately make you probably feel better about yourself, and which in turn will make you feel better about the relationship, because you don't feel like you're failing at like trying to sustain for yourself. And then it's like, if you can't sustain for yourself, you can't sustain for others, right? So it's like you're doing that to be able to have a stable foundation for all that's involved. A few more cards and then we'll wrap it up for my water signs. We got the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Chariot. Awesome. 2 sevens. That's cool. Oh wow, the last couple cards here is 7, 7, 7. So there's a lot of sevens in your reading, actually. So 7 could be significant. You could be a life path 7. You or the person could have your birthday fall on the 7th. The 7th month of the year, which is March, April, May, June, July. You could be born in July. Oh my God! Wait a second. Water signs. July is Cancer season, if I'm correct, right? Like the beginning of Cancer season, or the end of Gemini into Cancer season. Interesting. So definitely sevens is significant. Life path 7. Like I think I mentioned that already. You could have been with this person for 7 months. Building something for 7 months. Excuse me. But yeah, 7 of Pentacles is waiting for a return on your investment. So like I was saying, like you're working hard on something, and it's like you're working hard on this relationship. Maybe you're working hard on your career in this relationship, and you're waiting for the harvest. You're waiting for harvest, and you had the 10 of Pentacles before that, and then you have the 3 of Pentacles. So like, yeah, like whatever this is that you're working on, within the relationship, it's gonna be a good thing. You're gonna get a turnout for that. Queen of Pentacles here. Queen of Cups here, the most intuitive and compassionate queen in the deck. So there's a lot of love and compassion here for you or this person, or between you and this person. The Chariot, which is about forward movement, taking control of the situation. So being on top and in charge of the situation. Also, the Chariot is ruled by Cancer. So, and I was saying, right? Wasn't I just saying that Cancers are going through something? So this could be a Cancer. So this majority of this reading, like my Cancers could be going through. So for all water signs, but my Cancers could be going through something here. You could be dealing with another Cancer. This is interesting. If I'm correct, I believe that, yeah, the 7th month, right, July, because August is 8, is the 8th month. July is definitely Cancer season, I believe, right? It's definitely the beginning or a majority of Cancer season. Yeah, it's like the beginning or it starts for the majority of the month is Cancer season. Cool. So it looks like you're on top of the situation on both ends when it comes to this relationship, and your work. Like I said, there is something that's coming up that's making you feel a little bit jaded or a little bit stifled about either the connection or about the stability of your connection, where it comes down to like maybe it's something that you're working on or something that they're working on that ultimately has to do with like your stability overall as a couple, as a unit, and building that foundation. But everything looks great here, my water signs. So yeah, interesting. Lots of sevens. So let me know if this resonated with you guys. Please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this reading. Like I said, you can also book a personal reading with me through Instagram, and those links and my Instagram names will be in the description down below. So yeah, thank you for checking me out, and I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you. We can go one